So I'm sure you guys all heard about the Microsoft news, and I gotta say, like, most of y'all didn't see this coming, but I saw it coming from a mile away. Nobody's spending $70 billion on acquisitions. Actually, it's close to like 80 something with Bethesda. Is gonna like be able to like foot that much money if they're not seeing profits. And you guys don't realize this, but consolidation is bad no matter what industry you guys are in. And it's probably not okay for any corporation to do this because Microsoft is buying publishers. They're buying multiple studios that release games under one umbrella. So you're letting a corporation like Microsoft or Sony or Nintendo with a lot of other corporations under them buy out companies, and they're going to shut them because they can't afford these studios and these publishers and the economy it is. We might see a video game crash, guys. Consoles as we know it are done. Sony's going to go to PC. Xbox will go to PC. I think Sony and Microsoft will decide to release their games everywhere. Nintendo might hold out for another generation or halfway through the next generation, but I assume, and this is a big assumption, that Nintendo will start at the very least releasing games on PC. I don't think they'll release it on the competition because Nintendo's very stubborn, but PC releases are like almost a certainty for the future because of their partnership with Nvidia. Um, so I'd expect to see big news about third party releases from major companies here in the future. I'm not saying immediate future, but next 5 years, it's going to be a much more common thing. You're going to see only one or two IPs per platform becoming exclusive. And that's a big uh, if. I think all of them will be multi-platform, with the only one holding out being Nintendo. And I've been right about 90% of the stuff, but yeah, Microsoft's going to close down more studios. Sony will close down more studios. Nintendo will be fine, but yeah, the gaming industry is bloated. They're spending too much money on development. They're what company spends $550 million to make a game, or $150 to make a game? That's ridiculous. You got to see a return on investment. I think these companies are using their profits from past projects to fund these new games, hoping they'll get a nice return on investment uh, from the new project from all their previous projects' history. But they're putting politics in their games, which is dividing fan bases, so people will boycott them on either side of the fence, which is ridiculous. Um, and you're seeing a lot of greed, like microtransactions. People aren't going to buy that stuff. You don't need people being lectured about whatever issue they want to, the developers want to push on people. That's just going to make people angry. You don't need people getting nickel and dimed in their games. Um, and you need to like respect the customers. You can't like divide your fan bases. You can't like nickel and dime people. People are just getting fed up and they're going to stop buying your products. I don't know what needs to be said about anything besides the fact that people need to start realizing the old saying, the customers are always right. The customers are always right. The majority of your customers that buy your products will still buy your products if they're being listened to. If they're not being listened to, nobody's going to buy your products. You can't alienate your customers. Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, stop. Stop hiring these people who are problematic that think a political issue needs to be pushed. Fire them. That's the best thing you can do for your company right now, with you guys needing to make profits. Whatever social engineering funding you guys supposedly need, just throw that out the window. It's going to be more detrimental to your products. Don't divide people and you will get money. That's all I got to say. That's one of the main reasons games are failing, because they keep dividing their fan base. Make good games, make good gameplay, people will come. If you have to divide them, they'll just swear you off for the rest of their life.